Right, welcome guys. It's time for Close Combat the Bloody First yet again. It's been a little while actually since I've played this. Looking forward to playing it again. I think we'll do something a little bit different today. If anyone does actually have any requests or wants to sort of know anything, then sing out. I'll do the best I can. And yeah, welcome to everyone that is in the chat at this stage, and let's just get into it. So we're going to be what I've done in the past is I have played a little bit of Tunisia and Sicily. I'm thinking of now just going across to doing a little bit of Normandy, and just sort of trying this one out and sort of see how we go. And I was thinking of actually going into the Bocage. I've had a quick look at the map, and it looks pretty interesting with a lot of choke points and areas for lots and lots of cover and things. Like you've got Omaha Beach, which is sort of like the beach landings, and then sort of getting up across the beach itself, which of course is then a full little mini campaign. Anyway, what I love about this is that you've got like the grand campaign, which sort of takes you through Tunisia, Sicily, and then Normandy. Or you can actually go and then play any one of these sort of sub-campaigns, which, like in Normandy, if you play Normandy, you're going to be playing these three different sort of mini-campaigns. So we've got campaigns, sub-campaigns, and mini-campaigns. It's sort of how I look at it. And so the Bocage is then full of different sorts of maps. And so... and I'm going to butcher the French language, sorry, but Treviers, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Yeah, hi everyone that's saying hi into in the chat there. Welcome. And yeah, let's just get into it. I think we'll just play the Bocage. Now, you can play any of the maps, of course, as well, but I will just be playing this one. And one of the great things about Close Combat is that you end up, like the map itself will play out over multiple battles. So even though it's technically a battle map, but you might have like 2 or 3 battles on the same map as you sort of push the enemy forces back. So let's just go and play this, and just going to click on OK. Yeah, German resistance on D-Day and the aspect of traffic jam of unloading the reinforced troop, all that sort of stuff. Enemy situation is largely unknown. You will be facing unknown, disorganised German units reeling from the beachhead. The occasional enemy tank and armoured car might be in the mix, and the Germans struggle to establish a front. Okay, so that's what we're going to be a little bit careful of. We'll just close that one off. And you're on the offensive. You have the initiative, and we'll decide the pace and timing of your attacks. The enemy can only seize the initiative from you by forcing you to retreat from the map. You will attack at 1400 hours. I love this as well, like because this does allow you to then sort of mix your forces up a little bit, even though you've got like a progression of maps that you're going to be fighting through. We can see through here that we've got one contested map, which is the Treviers map, but then we've got Le Molay, is like all of these are then sort of under German control. So the actual mini campaign is to then push them back through these various maps, which is pretty damn cool. All right, so let's just go across. We'll just click on next. So yeah, we've only got the only thing we can do at the moment is just attack. That's the only force we have for our first attack. But then after this one, if we keep the initiative up, we'll then have different timings that we can then sort of do with the attacks as well. So we'll just go across to next. Okay, so the most direct route of advance is obviously straight down the road to Malay-Litry. And this is precisely why it's the worst. Enemy resistance in Normandy has been dogged, making the most of every bit of cover, giving up nothing. The road advance will be prone to crossfire and crippling ambush. Use your infantry and tanks to closely coordinate either east or I think it should be east or west of the road, and go slow or to go fast. Okay, so we're just going to be sort of having to sort of fight our way through the Bocage as we sort of move southward. I hope everything's okay as far as the sound and everything. If there's any sort of issues, please sing out. That would be good. And sort of all the levels are looking good at my end. So you can see through here, once again, we've got this road. This is the main road that sort of is leading down through the map. This is all German controlled. This is no man's land, and then this is the American controlled up in the top through here. It's clear and dry. It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon of June the 9th. And the forces are fairly well balanced. Look like we've got a slight advantage, a very slight advantage. We do actually have different sorts of artillery and some sort of bomb as well, I'm guessing. I thought it would have shown aircraft. There's so many different ways of having their support as well. It's quite interesting. So we'll just go next. So Jackalus One is saying, sounds good. That's good. Okay, if anything sort of goes a bit haywire, just sing out, guys. Sometimes things do. So what we now have to do is we've got different sorts of additional things we can then give to our troops. So we've got all of these at the top here. We've got a scout team, so create an ad hoc a unit equipped for scouting. Scouts can be sent forward to locate the enemy without risking a more important unit. We've got an assault team, create an ad hoc unit armed for close combat against enemy infantry. Now that may be something we need to look at in this one here as well, because of the close quarters in the hedgerows. We've got bazooka teams form a small team armed with an anti-tank rocket launcher. These weapons have a short range but are effective against all but the heaviest tanks. We won't need those, I don't think, simply because it did say that we're only expecting to come across scout cars, so we shouldn't need a bazooka team. So I think we'll be okay with those. And we've got 3 snipers that we can have as well. A single soldier equipped with a scoped rifle, useful for harassing the enemy with single long-range shots from concealment. I think we'll use those. I think we'll use the scout team as well. I'm going to split up. They've given us the 2nd platoon as the sort of like the starting one through here. So I'll just go sort of like 1st, 2nd, 3rd squad of the 2nd platoon. We've got the 2nd squad. This is the 3rd platoon in through here as well. 1st and 2nd squad of the 3rd platoon have also then joined us. We've got the bar teams back over through here. So what I think I might do is I might split up a few of these. Let's go and give ourselves a sniper actually, let's go and take a sniper from the platoon HQ, just so we've got so that'll split off, so we've got less numbers back in platoon HQ. We'll go and do now with our rifle squads in through here, because I'm expecting we're going to see more infantry than anything. Let's just go and get one more sniper, pop that one into there, so we'll just sort of take one of the soldiers away from that group. And then we've still got the scout team. I think I will split up another rifle team and make that into a scout group. So I'll just go across. I might just get the third rifle team and split that into 2. So we've got the rifle team and then the scout team as well. They've got different things. These have got hand grenades. These have got smoke grenades, actually. That's all we've really got there. We've got the assault team. I don't think I need that. It'd be good if you could actually just designate that as the assault team, but you can't. So we'll go with that one. Now for support, we've got, we've just turned off the main force. Now we've got 3 of these M4A1 Sherman tanks, which are very, very powerful, very strong, actually a lot of survivability. So they're going to be incredibly important. There's nothing else in the support that I'd really be wanting, I don't think. I think that is about as good as we're going to get. So I'm happy with that. Right, well, let's go and fight. I think we've sort of done everything we need to with the allocation of the actual forces themselves. I keep on feeling like I've forgotten something, or that I should be grabbing another one of these, but I think I'm okay. Let's just see how we go. And disclaimer, I may screw this up. It's one of these games where if you rush, you can actually do well, and you can do really badly. Like, it's one of those ones where you can sort of do it, like you can get by. So we've got our forces all sort of sitting back up through here. I can sort of rotate around and have a bit of a look to sort of see where we are. I think it's probably going to be a bit easier to sort of look at from behind our forces a little bit. Now we've got one of the tanks is sitting over here. We've got a creek bed that runs through. I might just zoom back out a little bit. Have a bit of a feel, get a bit of a feel for the topology or topography of what we're actually going to be facing. In fact, this looks pretty good. We can sort of then see that we've got like a hedgerow there on a hill, then goes down into a dip. With another hedgerow back in through that side. We've got our main road to Malay Littree back here over this side, which will be fairly much a death trap, I would think. So we'll have to get some infantry possibly going down that side, but I think I'll keep my tanks away from there. Then we've just got this creek bed that sort of runs through as well, which will give, if I press Control, I can then sort of see what the cover is. Now they get to see a long way down. Like you can sort of see even on the mini map, like from these sort of locations, there's a lot that can be spotted. So maybe it'd be worth getting a team, somebody to at least get up and sort of sit in and around these trees a little bit, just to sort of see what they can spot, even just as a spotter. I'm guessing that there'll be a lot of units in behind these hedgerows. So that will be important to try to get some sort of infantry down there, I think. And it's really important to do this because if you don't know what you're up against, when we come back in through here as well, if we sort of one thing I did notice is that there's little gaps. If I press Control, you can actually see through the gaps. And similarly over here, we can see a gap over that side. And that may be something that would be worth to get a tank to at least sort of be able to sort of just look through that gap. So even where this tank is, it's actually not in a bad position. I might just move that over a little bit. So I'll just start to manipulate these, just drag that one over that side. And I'm just going to give it an order to, once again, if I just press Control, let's just go and position it there. So we're just going to move into that position. Right, so that gives that an order just to sort of sit back. I don't want my tanks going in at the start. So with this, really, the first battle is going to be for this ridgeline, for this heights at Hort Hamu. There is an area there which is contested, and I probably want to get some of the other units back across here. We've got a rifle team. So this is one of the rifle teams that we took something from. Actually, I'll just get the HQ. I'll just sort things out a little bit first. I might just move the HQ across to here. So where is that one? Where it is there. I'll just move that one over into there. We've got the bar team. Now these, I might move one of these bar teams just to be the eyes up the top here. Now we're going to need to sort of move forward into here and just move them across. So I'll just move them up. They're likely to be hit pretty hard. We've got a 30 cal machine gun. Now again, this one did get to see a fair bit. If I just press Control, you can at least cover this area in here, which I'll allow that to happen. What about up the top here? There's nothing else really along that ridge line where we get to see. Actually, there was one spot where this bar team is. That's okay. We'll leave that one where that is. The tank, I don't know about if it can actually go through the creek. I'll just leave it off to the side at the back. Once we clear that road, we can then bring that one across. We've got a third tank back over here. Now there's another gap in through here. And what do I want it looking at? Probably looking more over this side, I think, just to, sort of in towards. I think there's another gap in through here. Yeah, we've got a gap there as well. So let's actually go and cover that with the other tank. Now, does that give it? It's close. Yep, so if we just send it down to here, just move that one across, and that will be fine. The others I'm just going to now sort of just position, just so we don't spend too much time farting about with this. I'll be wanting that group to march up to the line, so we'll just go and bring that one up. We've got the next rifle squad as well. We'll move that one up as well, because I think that ultimately that ridge line is going to be the important one for us to go for. Another rifle team, which looks a bit diminished, but anyway, we'll send that one down to here. Move, and then we'll just see what we end up with. We've got a sharpshooter there. Now, can he see? How far down the road can he spot? Not much. There's a better angles if he's actually on the road itself. Just move him over slightly. In fact, I can just look on the mini-map just to sort of position these exactly where we want them. Okay, he'll do. We've got another group there. That's the scout group. I'm going to move that one into the middle here and have it rush forward. It can hopefully make its way through. Move this one up as well. The next bar team as well. Just cover things as we go. Got the platoon HQ, we want to leave that one behind. We've got the next rifle group as well, so we'll move that one up. I'll leave that in a bit of a at the back here, just in case we need it. For the bar group, I'll leave that one, but pretty much everything we need at the top here. Maybe I'll just move this one up as well. Have them all moving. I don't really want them clustered together like that though. So I might just leave this one back as well. Okay, so what does that leave us? It leaves us with a 30 cal. Leave them up the top. And we've still got another sharpshooter. What does he get to see? It's better off back there. And we've now changed the angle. There we go. Yeah, he can see things from there, so hopefully he'll get a few shots in. Okay, I think we're sort of now set up what we need to set up. We've given orders to the basic troops. We're just going to keep our tanks in the rear for now. Oh no, we're moving 2 of them up and keeping 1 on the road. Okay, let's go for it. Let's begin. I always feel like there's something that I'm missing here. I think we're done. I don't think there's anything else I really need to do. Just look for any sort of enemy movement. Okay, something happened there. Where'd that one come from? Let's see that we're now being shot at from here. Well, actually, the game has just been updated too, by the way. So if you are interested, there's now a different sort of surrender mechanic. If your forces end up losing a lot of morale and are close to enemies, they're likely to give up, and vice versa, of course, as well. Now these ones are running. Uh-oh, we just lost one. Now they've been spotted. They're out in the open. We've got like a rifle team down this way. The scouts are we're down to 2 men with the scouts. Keep on running, guys, keep on running. Just take this this building. And just get them moved up into there. All right, so hopefully they can then spot from there. The other group, we've now moved this one down, but I don't know if it's got real good view from where it actually is. I think we'd be better on up the top here. So let's just go and move that one up to the top. That way we can sort of just spot into these sorts of large areas. We've now taken control of this with that scout group. The rifle team is back in through here. I'm going to move that one into here, just to get it sort of nice and close. And I might just move this one down a little bit as well. Looks like there's nothing that's really sort of that's required back that side. Just going to watch this gap. And we'll start to move. I really don't want to be pushing my guys out. Let's just wait a little bit longer. I know there's something at this crossroad. Okay, that's a bar team. I don't really want to waste them. Where was that? Okay, we've now got a group back over this side. Okay, we now actually have, like we've got the off-field artillery. Now we've got a group in there. It looks like a machine gun group. We're still not seeing anything too much in through this side. I might use some of these. Let's paint them up. Let's just start the process of destroying some of these as well, just in through around here. All right. Good, we got a kill there. These aren't going to last all that long though. Okay, we've got another one, that's good. Yeah, submachine gun 42. Actually, this is we're doing well here. We've actually now killed off 3 of their units, so they're down to 4 left. Our guys are doing very, very well. We've got everything we need. So I can't stop this one now. Adjusting fire. No, I can't do it. Can't do anything with that one just yet. All right, that's good. So we've got the attack going in that other side. This is a good vantage point, actually. Now, there's more firing that came across this other side. What I think we might do is we might now start to send this rifle team down along the hedge. Just move it down, see if we can trigger something. They're going to be suppressed. So I hope that our guys hold on. There's something firing from back this side as well. Yeah, I'm not seeing much. How are they going now? Down to just 2 members, whereas our bar team has still got all of its members. That's good. I'm going to move this medium tank up. Just into the gap. Oh, there we go. We've got some units now coming up the road. I'll bring this tank up as well. Just into that gap. Okay, we've got grenadiers and things. So I'll let the tanks destroy these. Not seeing any anti-tank just yet. But we have now got a row of them. As we thought, they'd be on that ridge line. So they're protecting this ridge line. We've got no man's land in the middle there now. We need to somehow get across to this and then bounce forward again. So with that, these guys, I just want to keep them where they are, just as spotters. I think I might move the machine gun back out, move it up now as well. Move that one. We've got the sharpshooter, which isn't really sort of seeing much. What can it spot? We need to get a reasonable angle. Can look down from there. So I'll just move that one across to that side. Another machine gun group there. I'll just move it up as well. Just move that one into there. We've got the bar team here. I'm thinking we're going to be able to take this one fairly effectively. So let's just now go and move up into that position. So just keep on sort of moving forward. This one we're going to have to be pretty careful of, actually, because it is going to be. I'm going to move that into there, just because there's too many forces that are looking down this way. This bar team here, I don't know if we can see across. No, it's been blocked. We just get it to there. See what happens. Comes the artillery, that's good. Doing damage down this way as well, that's good as well. This bar team, you can also just move forward a little bit, just to get past the hedgerow, and the rifle team as well. These are all aiming, which is fantastic, so they're loading and aiming. They're going to be able to do a bit of damage. This machine gun group has still got the 2 men. Our bar team is still 100%. They're being pushed back. Another one died down there. Oh shit. We just hit ourselves. Alright, stop. What was that one? That was that one there. Hopefully it won't do too much more damage. We just killed 2 of our guys. Oh, this is terrible. I saw the big red circle and thought, maybe that's just how it'll start to do things. I think we're killing more of our own men than the enemy is. Okay, lesson learnt. We'll do it further back. Oh boy. We're still blowing this thing up. Now, their forces... Our bar team is still okay. The sharpshooter, even though he was sort of in the middle of that hail of bullets, is still okay as well. He will may be able to sort of see... What have they got left? They've still only got the 2 left? I think they've only got the 2 left. Unless they've been wiped out. They may have been wiped out. Which would be good. Okay, this bar team is also now in position. It didn't lose anything, but we did lose got a couple of casualties back there from our own guys, and 2 more there as well. This tank, I think, will now move this one out into the open and just see if we can find what's going on. We've still got this tank as well. I might bring the tank down along the road now that we've sort of captured a little bit of this area. So let's just go and move it down to here, and we'll move the sharpshooter as well up to this corner. Alright, there we go. Looking for the enemy armor. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. So what have we got? We've got some sort of enemy armor back over this side. In that case, stop. Your job is to fire at that. So tank destroyer, that's not good. I'll do 1 shot. It missed us, and we missed it. Okay, I'm gonna reverse back out. Hang on, how do I do that? If I go and I've forgotten how to reverse. There is a reverse. Yeah, I can't remember how to reverse. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to move out of the way. Sort of reversing anyway. Actually, that's not too bad. Right, that'll do, and we'll just stop with that where it is. Just leave that one just facing that way. So that one's going to be a little bit difficult for us. Now we've got, we don't have anything else to use just yet, but I might pepper this before we go sort of too far with anything. In the meantime, this bar squad, I do like where it is. It's a good position. I might even move it up along to here. Sharpshooter as well. Let's move it down to this position. Scouts I'll keep in the middle there just so we can see what's coming along the road. Okay, let's just unpause that and see what we end up with. A few that can spot the bar team now. See what this sniper gets up to. It's looking. Okay, looks like we've just wiped out that group. They're still looking at trying to sort of hit the bar team on the top there. Okay, so just pause that. So we've got a few comments there. So Boring Game is saying, may you show the zoom? Yeah, we can zoom in. That's as far in as I can zoom into there, but I can still sort of get a bit of a feel for what's going on. And zooming out, I can zoom sort of out so I can see pretty much the full gamut of what we're sort of trying to deal with. So there, yeah, that's pretty much the extent of the zoom. I can move it around. I can sort of look at it from different angles as well. And if I press Control, I can then sort of see what I can then see the line of sight from any particular angle. So that just gives me a little bit of a feel for what we can then do. Now we're going to have to, taking this here is going to be fairly important, but I don't know if we can do that just yet. Now that we've got this tank destroyer, this Armada, this tank destroyer over through here is going to cause us issues with the 2 tanks we have over here. I don't want to be losing them, and that may try to get into a position where this tank over this side it can sort of target that. But I'm happy enough with where my tanks are at the moment. We've got this bar team as well. I might move it down a little bit closer as well, because we can't be seen there anyway. We've still got the rifle team at the back through here as well. I'm going to move it up along the creek bed. I'm just going to press shift and down to here. Just allow it to move. Now there is going to be other forces in through this side, so we'll just keep them, keep everything sort of going the way it is. Only in pause mode. No, you can do it any old place, but I just didn't want to miss. Actually, we just lost a member of our bar team. This isn't going to be good. This isn't going to be pretty. Just want to make sure we don't lose too much. Yep, down to 3 now. Okay, they're going to be destroyed. Might just rush them out of there if we can. Get away, guys. Get away. There's too many that are looking down this row. This one's still firing. This one's come into position. He's spotting. We might get lucky. This will be important that this little battle here. Okay, with the tanks now watching. Still only seeing infantry. Let's move this down to here. Getting a few of them. This bar team's in trouble. This is rifle team. It's only a small rifle team anyway, that one. It's got an angle now on our forces, so it's trying to hit this. Get them all looking at this way, just to get combined forces against that one. It's now looking at this threat. It's moving forward slightly. And while it's looking that way, I'm going to move this one down. These are very strong, the Shermans. But I don't want to be losing any of them just yet. Let these guys sort of fight it all out. We'll just keep on firing at this thing. We've got to destroy it. Oh, yes! There we go. So we've just destroyed that one. That then opens up this whole flank for us. We should now be able to bring the tank out into the open. I don't think there'll be anything else really that can sort of then, attack us much in that capacity. So, so let's just move across into... Let's just have a quick look and see what we can sort of spot. We can sort of pretty much control the battle, at least this part of the battle, from anywhere here until we sort of get up to this top. There's a bit of a rise here, but I think I can just move this tank across, move that one out, and move this one out as well. And that way they're going to be in a position then to start to dominate this this field in through here. They've still got the rifle team in through here, which hasn't taken any damage. They're actually fine along this side. We've got enemy that are up against this particular ridge line, and so I'm going to try to turn them with the tank. Now this tank through here, I'm just going to move it forward up close to here. It's a bit dangerous being out on the road, but I think that was a very important part of the battle. It'll be difficult for them now to contend with us. This bar team's in trouble. The rifle team's in trouble as well. Move that one up to there. This bar team. I could use smoke to try to... Yeah, we're doing damage anyway. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to now move this one across over this way. Let's just move it up. And same with this. You're now sort of pulling back a little bit. Let's go for this rifle team. No, they're moving into a different position. We'll move that one across. Just leave those tanks to support the group. That was great, actually. That was such an important time in this. Now we're just being attacked by something else. We've just lost a member. Hope it wasn't friendly fire. There we go. We just killed off one of those. So we keep on pushing up. We're going to have to take a few casualties here, I think, just to take this ridge line. Okay, well, it looks like we've now got the ridge line, so we'll start to move this rifle group up as well. We'll push them out. We've got a small rifle team back in through here. We'll move that one up to here. Just see if we can sort of hear anything on the other side of the hedgerow. Oh, there's a machine gun in there. Machine gun nest. Tanks can deal with that. There's only 3 that we've spotted left at this point in time. Actually, we're doing very, very well here when you look at the actual at the damage that's coming through. Now, something is attacking us. Might just move that tank back up. Move this one down. You can still spot things. Now this group has made it across to here. I think what we'll do is we'll now move the tank back up again here. Oops, didn't want to go through that gap. Can it move there? No, it can't. This thing's blocked the gap. In that case, I'll still move that one up. Move this one out now as well. Yeah, we're certainly smashing them. Now, where's the next? We've got the apple orchard back there, and we've got this one, this objective down through here. This is rifle squad going. We've lost one member. Can't tell it to do anything. Move them across. This one doesn't get to actually sort of see much. I will move it across this way. Okay, we've got guys running away now. We're not seeing much in the middle here anymore. There's a bit back this way. Let's just go and move this tank down the road. keep the support going. We've got the bar team here, which is still 100%. So let's go and move it up to there. Let's go and run that one around to the outside edge. There's only one member left of that group. We've still got our sharpshooter as well. Just move that one up to that side. There they come. I don't really want to bring that one out just yet. Okay, there's a road through there. So they're being killed. There's one of ours. You've lost a member there of that group, but they're nearly ready to run. So what's going on? Move. Yeah, we're getting angles now. Just move them across. Move them across this side as well. Yeah, getting rid of that tank destroyer has been incredibly important. Ah, there we go. This is the... they've given up. Okay, so they've surrendered. This is new. This has only just come into the game. We've got a group that's trying to get back. Now we're seeing some, like a, it looks like a infantry gun back there, not an anti-tank. Yeah, we've got a few in through here. I think what we'll do is we'll rush the tanks in now. At least one of them anyway. I won't rush. I'll just move. Just clear things out as we go. Yes, we're seeing some forces still at the back through here, but this is really the rear area. This one around. Point blank almost, 18 meters. Looks like the group have actually abandoned their stuff. Yeah, it looks like we can now sort of just do whatever we want to do. So I'm going to move this one across to the apple orchard. Keep moving this one down the road as well. Oh, battle complete. There we go. So click debrief. Let's see how we went. So what's great about this is we've now captured all of this sort of territory, which means that if we're still going to be on this map, we end up like the Germans will then just have this small part of the actual map itself. So if we just go, well done, Captain. The battle ended because enemy morale broke and we captured an additional objective. You have won a major victory. Your casualties were lighter than expected, while enemy losses were heavier. You captured more ground than expected. I wonder what would have happened if that martyr had been able to do a little bit more damage. That would have been quite interesting. So it's an allied major victory. As far as the operation is concerned, we're still fighting on this one, of course. So we'll just go next. This is where the game gets really cool. So, resume the attack as soon as possible to keep the pressure on the enemy. There is no chance to rest, reorganise or repair vehicles. Ammunition resupply will be minimal, and no new fire support no new fire support may not be available. Hang on, doesn't mean hang on. And no new fire support. I think it means will be no new fire support will be available. I think that's what it must mean. Right, so backing through here, you will attack at 1600 hours. So we can do a hasty attack. We can do a night attack. So prepare and plan for an attack during the dark of night. Allows for some rest, rearming, repair, and reorganisation. New fire support may become available. Note, making a night attack will greatly reduce the time for rest, reorganisation, or we can attack the next dawn. So we can regroup, we can bring in new units. I think we'll just do a hasty attack because we've still got all three tanks. So hi everyone that's joined the stream. I just think there's a few comments there. I tend not to look over at the comments all that much, so hopefully I haven't missed any questions. Yeah, hopefully. Okay, so anyway, let's just continue on. We'll just go and we'll do the hasty attack, I think, because we dominated that one so well. Of course, it won't be even. Actually, it is showing the force balance. The reputation has gone down. Their strength is low. Their morale is low. So this isn't too bad. We do actually have this big mortar again, and we also have the cannons or the howitzers as well. So we'll just go next. So we've got these groups now. I don't know if we can swap them out. So unit is under strength. I'll see if I can switch across and bring in like the third. I'm guessing we should be able to bring in. Yeah, we can bring in other groups. Let's just go and get rid of some of these teams. In fact, let's go and bring in a whole different squad. We do actually have the squad. We've still got the only support we have really is to bring in others like machine guns, anti-tank guns. So, which we don't need to do because we're on the march. We're just going to keep the same 3 tanks, I think. We've got no other tanks in support. So just go back to the main force. And we're going to be looking at... Yeah, this is the group that just fought. That's the first squad, 3rd platoon. It's -2. There's the 3rd platoon there. Okay, you come in... Make sure we've got no other 3s. Yeah, we've got the... that'll do for those. And we'll grab a few of the squads from the 4th as well. We won't bring the platoon HQ across, but we'll bring the bar team, the rifle team. And still bring in a fair few into this one. Bar rifle. Oh, there we go. We've got our 12. So we've got the 12 already sort of established. Actually, one thing we didn't have, I think that these are better than the machine guns. Maybe I should bring in a machine gun as well. Just one, maybe. Actually, I do like mortars, I've got to say. They can be quite good at cracking open things. Might bring one of those in. I might get rid of that one as well and bring in a machine gun as well. There we go. So we've got our main forces now set up. What else have we got? We've got an extra bar. So we've assigned an extra Browning automatic rifle to increase the unit's firepower. So we'll do that with the bar team. We'll actually just go and make that squad a little bit stronger. We've got the radio, receives a command bonus from your company command team at all times. So we'll do that with the machine gunner. And I guess the mortar. We'll just do that one for now. So we've got the snipers. Now the sniper wasn't super bad. I'll just go and set the platoon HQ with a sniper. We've got the bazooka team, which we probably won't need. Assault team, which no, we won't need. And the scout team actually didn't do too badly. They did lose a man. We'll just go and split up one of the rifle teams with that, I think. All right, there we go. So, yeah, so anyway. Yeah, the bars and machine guns too, says Drowsy Lewis. Thanks for that. Okay, so I don't think it's... the assault team, I don't know what we get with that one, actually. If we have a look at that, if we just do that one, for example, in here, the assault team gets submachine gun, so the Thompson machine gun, a Garand ×2, offensive grenades and smoke grenades. Then we split this one up. We just get the basic. I think I'll just get rid of that. Just leave it back the way it was. All right. So we are ready to fight on. Clear this map. At least we took the heights. So we've got a... just sort of zoom back out again, have a bit of a look. Yeah, we did take the apple orchard. So what do we have to get? Not much. Just to Malay Literary is the next one. and Shams's dehors. Now, if we actually turn sideways, we can see that there's heights back and through here. There's more hedgerow, which is interesting down this side. But the apple orchard there as well, which we control. We control all of this. This is no man's land, but I can quickly move forces across there if we wanted to. And there's a looks like there's a hedgerow there. I'll definitely be in around these. This is going to be fairly heavy fighting, I think. There's an angle of attack back that way as well. I quite like where that tank is. It can sort of take things on. What can it spot? It's funny, it'd be better. Actually, no, I can't quite do it from the back there. I'll leave that one where that is. That tank there, what can it spot? That's going to be able to give support back over from the apple orchard, so I'll keep that one back where that is as well. I'll just move it over there and then just rotate it around. There we go. There shouldn't be anything else left over at the back. Oh yeah, we've still got a few units. Platoon HQ, we'll move that up. Just pop that into that building. Keep them a little bit further back as well. I'll reposition those in just a second. Just make sure there's nothing else at the back. Oh yeah, we've still got more the bar team at the back as well. Just have them come up through the gap. There won't be anyone in here. It'll only be in the dark areas that we have to worry about. So that'll be okay. Now, where's our sharpshooters? Now, there's the scouts there. Can that one see? Not a hell of a lot from there. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak this one into this house. Just so I can sort of slot in there. That way it can at least cover those different areas. The scouts as well, I'll just leave them where they are. The rifle squad can stay where that is. I don't want too much at the start. There's my other tank as well. That bar team up behind that that fence line. That bar team as well. Could be a little bit careful from this angle, but then we should have that one covered. Leave that one up there. They're okay. Don't want this one out in the open, of course. Leave that one in that building. And machine gun as well. I'll keep the machine gun where that is. I might just give it orders to move across, just so it can sort of position itself, because I think we could see fairly well through there. Yeah, they can then cover everything on that side. I'll move that one up as well. It's only a small group. I think that's all we need to do. We've got the two tanks at the front. Are there? No, where's the other tank? those two. This one is where? Oh, way back there. Way back there. We don't want that. Just going to keep that one behind the gap slightly. Just keep it back there. Can at least put a little bit of pressure on that road. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. Have we got everything we need in the positions that we need? I'm guessing that we'll end up sweeping up through this side. I'm thinking this will be the most heavily defended. So these two teams here will be have a bit of trouble cut out for them. Hopefully the sniper will be able to then take a few of them out. We also will have a bit in through here, I would think. Okay, we'll just begin. Looking for little red dots up here. So we just got hit there. This one should be able to hang on. Doesn't want to play. Just move that one to there. What I might do is I might just use smoke here. Bit of smoke there. Someone else has put smoke down that side. Yes, we thought we'd see the angles from this side. We've got a grenadier machine gun there. We've got light artillery back that way. This one should still be okay. Don't know if it can fire at that one. I'll let it fire at this one. We'll march this one up. Just go really slowly here. Not seeing anything from this side just yet. This tank doesn't have anything to fire at just yet. We'll just let everything sort of happen down this side. We want this light artillery going. It shouldn't be anti-tank. Oh, there we go. Nice shot. These Shermans are great. So we've pretty much destroyed whatever that was. There's still a group back over this side. Our rifle team is doing okay, and this one will do okay as well. Now they're spotting. They're actually they've got something to aim at. This one's now turned around. Missed with the one of the grenade launchers. They made it all the way. What are they using there? I'm trying to dislodge them. We'll move the tank up. Still not really sort of triggering anything back the other way. on this little ridge line here, which is quite nice. I don't know whether to send this one out through the gap. Let's get some flanking shots. It's always not a good idea, is it, to to send your armour in before it's time. Okay, now we're starting to see things coming. Now we've got enough units down this. Oh, we just took some damage there with our rifle. Yeah, a lot of movement now. But got rid of their artillery. I think that's anti-tank there. That's heavy infantry. Whoa, boy, what was that from? Back in here somewhere. Okay, well, we just lost one of our Shermans. That's not good. Didn't think it was going to be a great idea. Alright, I'm going to just... I've now got this. I'm going to go and position this one to fire into this area. And we'll do the same with this. Just sort of smash it through here. There was something that fired from back over this other side. Just get both of those set up. We'll now just wait it out a little bit. There goes the crew. They're broken. This little rifle team's done pretty well for itself. Wait for these to attack. We don't have to rush this. We can just sort of sit back and just let things happen for a little while. That rifle team has lost now one unit. Get that so we can sort of spot into there a little bit. I'm just trying to get back. Ah, that's the one. Panzer Shrek. That's what did the damage. Alright, so we've got a few of those that we're going to have to contend with. These, we're going to be sort of peppering this area fairly soon. Be good. Here we go. There we go. They're using the bazookas to try to sort of dislodge us there. Yeah, now it's just a bit of a killing ground. We're getting a lot more coming back in. And again, you can see there that the German forces have now fallen right away. Just by being cautious, didn't have to lose that. Just wait for these all these rounds to go in, then we'll start to move forward again. I'm going to miss this other side. I'm going to move these up. And this one as well. Crew can't do anything. Actually, the crew got away. The whole crew got away. That's actually good. Let's move into there. With the sharpshooter at the front there, we'll be able to sort of spot a little bit. We've got a group up the top. these across to here. And we'll get these moving up as well. Yeah, it's the Panzer Shrek. Up to there. I wonder why they're not dealing with this. There they are. Bang. Gone. This rifle team is still at 100%. Yeah, there's something else back up that way. Let's just move them up. Got a few different groups now coming in. Have they given up? Yep, he's given up. There we go. Battle complete again. Wow, that was a fast one. Well, we sort of had pushed them right back anyway, so it was a nice little quick one, but we did lose one of our tanks, unfortunately. So, Allied major victory again. So we've now taken this particular map. Just click on next. And so now the La Mole map is now the one that we contend. So we can now decide what we're going to be doing in the next map. So hasty attack, resume the attack as soon as possible to keep the pressure on the enemy. We did pretty well there. We hardly lost anything. So I think we'll just keep on doing these hasty attacks. I don't have to. I've got a few units from the first attack that have fallen away a little bit. But this is not too bad. So I think we'll just do the same thing again. So this is now 1800 hours. So this is still the same first day. But we're now on this particular map over this side. I'm trying to figure out where that was. It must be in this road here that we were fighting on, I'm guessing. Okay, your infantry and supporting tanks will have to once again advance along a narrow corridor. If it not for the looming danger of the cover ahead, this countryside of dense hedges, apple orchards and quaint farms will be a place of tranquil beauty. Your objective is to liberate Le Mole Litri, a critical objective on the road to Chirisi and ultimately Calmont. Sorry if I'm butchering those words. The main road may hide ambush opportunities. It might be wise to consider less obvious routes of attack. Okay. So we're back in through here now. So we've got another road down that leads down to this way. It looks like a fairly big city down this other side. Okay, so we'll just go across. Again, their reputation. We've got a good force balance. We've actually now got aircraft, air support in this particular one. So it's been pretty one-sided. Now support. What do we have with support? Got all of our tanks back again. We'll grab all of those again. We've now got the third platoon. Everyone's good in here, so I'll keep the third platoon. I'll keep what we had. We'll go with the sniper from there. I'll keep most of the forces together. I'll just get one scout team with a rifle squad. Just we split that one up a little bit. All right, let's go. Let's go and fight. Yes, this is build 107. So 107 brings in the mechanic for individual units to surrender. All right, so what do we got this time? Let's have a bit of a look at the map. Just get a bit of a feel for it. So we're actually on the heights this time. Roberge Litry there, and then we've got Le Mole Litry there. Okay, so this is the town. And look at this. We've got German controlled through there. They're the three objectives in there. There's one on this side, just on that ridge line there. That's going to be a good one to try to get hold of. And so they're going to be starting back in through this side. They're going to be really contested in around this side. I don't think we're going to get across there easily. But this one does look like we've got some opportunities to at least get flanking across this roadway. So that might be a fairly effective way for us to sort of move forward. So actually stick on the road itself just for a little while, and then just maybe just sort of try to take this if we can. Just have a quick drink of water. Again with those tanks, we're just going to have to be a little bit cautious. Now, what can be seen from up in here? I'm looking at the at this map over this side, just so I can sort of see what triggers in different areas. We've got some areas at the back that do trigger from their heights there, but not a hell of a lot. The roadway itself is good. It goes all the way into town from up and through here. So where that tank is actually in a really, really strong position, but it can also then be, of course, be targeted. But I'll keep that one where that is. That's not bad at all. We've got the rifle team in through here. This is only the 2-man rifle team. Actually, it looks like it's still lost members. That bar team, I'll move that one up to here. Just tell it to move down to that location. The scouts. Need to break through here. Just move them across. They're a little bit more cautious when you give them move and not fast. Sharpshooter there, what can he spot? Not a hell of a lot. In actual fact, we're pretty well protected until we actually hit this orchard, or that little forest. That forest may be the way through for a lot of our forces, I think. We might send the bar team down that way. Might run most of these across this area. Just get them to charge across there. The sharpshooter to also just charge into there. Platoon HQ. I didn't actually use my my other guys at the back there. They could be spotted there. I'll still just let them move. Actually, I might even just move this bar team up as well. Might do it from the other side. Okay, we've got a rifle team. Them to charge forward. Looks like these are going to be blocking everyone's way anyway, so I might as well just get them moving fast into those locations. The tank, as I say, can stay back there. We've got the mortar. Leave that one back over here with the commander. One back. That's pretty much all we have to do. We've got riflemen at the back through here. I'll just move them across. I won't move them too far. This rifleman as well. Actually, I've still got this other tank. I'll move the tanks so that they're relatively close. Into there. Is there another tank? You've got another one back that way as well. Just keep them together. Just until the road is cleared by the infantry. Okay, I think we're done there. Let's go for it. Actually, Halvdenskin, I hope I pronounce your name okay. It's just looking more like an edge of a valley than a height. Yeah, certainly a valley that runs through there, isn't there? Ridge lines, one after the other through here. Yeah, that looks to be the highest point. Actually, if I do that, I can then see the contour lines. Bit of steepness back in through there. Yeah, that is definitely a valley in the middle there. Okay, well, let's see how they go this time. So we're running into position. Here we go. We're now... Oh, there is something there. Armada. Okay, so an anti-tank back over this side. Now, it shouldn't worry us too much. I don't know where we're seeing that one from, but our tanks are all over this side.
Barrage available.
Now, the barrages, I'll use them straight away. Guessing that this is where the most of the enemy is going to be sort of located. Yeah, we'll do the same over this side as well. Make life a little bit uncomfortable for them. Whoa. Rifle team just got smacked. Down one man. It's okay, because we have the artillery will be in there in just a minute. Do the damage. Going to kill him off as they march forward. Okay, there's some sort of light artillery back over this side. I'm going to move this one up. We'll just move it through. Move that one up to there. They've settled down. These will start to pepper this area fairly soon. There we go. Oh, lots of enemies being destroyed. Losing some here. Okay, they've got grenadiers have just wiped out that group. Oh, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. Oh, we're suffering here, guys. We are suffering here. wiped out a few of them, but this hasn't gone down well. Now I think we're our artillery is now done, so let's start to move up. Looks like our sniper got killed. This rifle team. Not going to do much there. I'll just move that one across. Don't move too close. 7.5, that's anti-tank. Oh, these guys have wiped out so much. No one's given up. Down to 2 men in that group. Then show the flank. Just keep that facing that way. This isn't going well. Actually, we are not doing all that well, but it is a full-on assault. One's given up.
I can't take it anymore.
This gun is still active. It's lost a couple of members. Going after the tank. Yeah, that group's down to half. It's broken. Just keep the support going with the tanks from the rear. This group is still at 100%. Another one man. I think we're going to get through that martyr. Yeah, that's going to be too much. Let's just go for the objectives at the front. Now, we've still got another tank at the back. Okay, they've left that that as well. Should now be able to move up a little bit. Lost a couple more members there. Alright, we've taken that now. Leave that one back where that is. Just move these tanks back up. That martyr is going to hold that whole line. The scouts, we'll move them up to there. Just don't have enough troops, really. Oh, there goes our crew. Okay, so they're out of there. I wonder what hit them. Zoom back out. We're really only seeing one group back over this side. Here. It should just be the crew from this. But we just don't have the men here. We've only got 2 men that are still able to do anything. We'll move up. So there we go with that one. Oh, there goes the martyr. What an interesting move. Oh yes, there we go, that's good. Right, you're back to here now. Okay, press on guys, press on. God, we don't have much left. Still got these platoon. I've still got a rifle squad at the back through here. And we've still got this rifle squad as well. Might just move it across to there. Start to move this one up now. Which rifle team's that one? That's that one there. Rifle team. Go fast. We still have this as well. Oh, we've got the aircraft now as well. Now, we don't know exactly where they're going to be. The battle's nearly over anyway, so I think what I'll do is I'll just go and target... Which way should we do this? I'm guessing that there'll be more back up and through here somewhere, so let's just go and target that with the aircraft. These 2 Shermans did well. Just fire with the mortar back that way. Still more in here. So we've got 3 members of this group. Let's move them in. God, we're hitting our own guys with our mortars. Oh, there we go. Battle complete. Okay, so we did take that as well. Okay, we'll just go to debrief. Okay, so it was a stalemate. All right, the battle ended because enemy morale broke and we captured an additional objective. The fighting ended in a stalemate. The enemy suffered heavy losses. He captured more ground than expected. So it's 1900 hours now. As far as the operation is concerned, yep, it's just showing it, giving us the overview. So that battle. Should just go next. So they had... 9 soldiers, we had 8. Yes, we did slightly better than them, but not much. Killed off one of their guns. One of the armour was wounded, so we'll get that one back. Okay, so now we can do prepare and plan for an attack during the dark of night. Allows for some rest, rearming, repair and reorganisation, so new fire support may become available. Now, making a night attack will greatly reduce. So it's too late in the day now to keep on going, but we'll do a dawn attack, I think. Oh, or do we? I'm relying so heavily on the Shermans, and the Shermans they shouldn't be fighting well at night time. It'll mainly just be infantry. So I think I'm actually going to go across with a dawn attack, just so we can use the Sherman tanks again. So when we go, there's a bit of no man's land in through here, and then we've just got the final push. Now we did take that orchard, and we've still got to take this. We were closing in on this, but we didn't quite get there. So the force balance now is very, very heavily in our favour, just because of what we've been doing. Still got the 3rd platoon. We've got 9 of 12. We only got one there. That other tank should have been prepared. There it is. It's now ready to go. I'm going to get rid of the squads that have got limited men in them now. Get rid of you. You're okay. Should get rid of that one, and we'll get rid of that bar team. In fact, we might just go back to the start. Just get it completely sort of gotten rid of. So if we come back through, we've got the 2nd platoon is back in there. They're still wounded from the other fights. 3rd platoon is in through here. They're wounded from that last fight. And we've got the 4th platoon. Let's start bringing the 4th platoon back out. The mortar section, 5th platoon mortar section. We'll go with this. So that's the HQ for mortar. Just bring that one back in. Bring a 30 cal. That's 8. We'll just get some of the full squads if we can. Company reserves. Bring you in. Bring that one in. Bring that one in. All right, that's 12 of 12. So we'll bring this one across to the 30 cal. We'll bring the other one across to the... Where's that? Oh, there's the mortar. There. So we'll get those mortar sections in. We'll get a sniper again from the platoon HQ. Split one of these rifle teams into 2. Oh boy, assault team. I might just try one of these. Split this rifle team up. Just get an assault team with this one, just sort of see how it goes. All right, there we go. That'll do. We'll fight. So we're still back in here. We've still got to clear it out, but we've at least taken half the map. Now we know that we've got this very, very, this is quite high in through here, and also fairly well protected. So breaking across there is going to be difficult. We did manage to take the Troy Vergiers back through this side, which is where the Martyr was. Bringing more of those up. We're going to have to do a little bit of street fighting, I think, as we come back up into here. But the first thing will be to just take these hedgerows one after the other until we get up to Petite Vergeur. I'm going to have to take this as well. It's going to be hard. The advantage we have is that we do actually have a position over this side. It's only a small man of 3. What I'll do is I'm just going to move them back a little bit. Machine gun group. If I move that machine gun group up against that edge, that should be able to then look down this way, which is where I'm expecting there will be some enemy forces. Okay, the tank. I don't know if they'll see us much from in here. If we just position that one there, what can it see there? You're better off being up at this angle here, I think. Zoom in a little bit so we can position it properly. That should then cover these buildings a little bit. Rifle team. Just move a lot of these down. That's the heavy. That's the assault. Actually, no, that's the platoon HQ. Okay, so I'll just keep that one back. That is the assault, the engineers. Small rifle group. I don't think we'll see too much in here, but they'll be on that ridge line. So we'll just move these across just so we can sort of target it. Leave that one back there. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't quite get this apple bocage. That's the scouts, so I'll leave them back in there. Sniper as well, I'll leave that one out here somewhere. We haven't seen any big artillery from the enemy forces just yet, so I'm sort of assuming that we're going to be okay in that regard. Rifle team, we've still got another tank back up this way. Just leave it back that way. I like how the forces, actually try to find their own way through as well. Like they try to find the best spot for them. Just leave that one back there. And then sort of do what it has to do from there. Right, there's nothing else much really at the back there. So that should do us, I think. Let's get started. Okay, I just want to see where they are. So we've got a group there, and a group here. And they're firing.
Barrage available.
There's a fair few in here. Alright, now we've got these. We've got the barrages. Before we go in too close, we'll just do some damage with these. Clear this line out. It's not going to help us, I don't think. Oh, look, I'm going to let them charge. Zugfa. Don't know what that is. First blood that side, that's good, that's 2. Our team is still doing well. They've given up. Just quickly move them back. Before this barrage starts. That's not good. Friendly fire. Okay, we're being shot at here. The sharpshooter should be able to do some damage. It's only defending. Now, he's being targeted, but it's a fair distance away. Get out the Panzerschreck. Come on. These will start attacking in here very, very soon. There we go. It should soften them up nicely for us. There's the prisoners. I'll save up my mortar, like the actual the mortar that we've got with us. I think this is all wasted. A few errant shells, not where we want them. Whoa, there we go. Right, we're done. In you go, guys, in you go. No, not over yet, but still keep on going. Could be, don't know what that is. Oh, they're still moving all the way back. Getting ready to attack. See if there's anything over this side now. This means that this tank will no longer have any real nothing to do back there. Up. Ideas. Oh, there was one in the back there. Oh, that's one of ours. God, we were lucky moving out of there. They do actually have some artillery this time. Too little, too late. We're out of there. That was lucky. Lucky we moved. It wouldn't have been pleasant. This rifle team's been caught out in the open. The assault squad. No one's given up. This bar team is still 100%, which is great. Now we should be okay. Just move them up. There's more moving across into there. This one's down to one man. Yeah, they're collecting themselves. Right, well. Sorry, you're going to be destroyed. Comes the aeroplane. Missed. Oh no, there's some back there. Okay, so you guys quickly move back. Move that one up. We haven't come across any armour in this one, I don't think. Yeah, one's given up. That one man has now made it. This bar group has also still got all of its men. Yeah, this is that one. I think we'll just bring them up. Anti-tank, wow, okay. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Use infantry for that one, I think. Oh, battle complete. There we go. Wow. Gosh, we got through a lot of battles in this session. It's a bit one-sided, actually. I should have looked at the difficulty settings. Major victory. That was good. Just go next. Hasty attack, prepared attack, night attack, dawn attack. Let's just do a hasty attack. We did well there, we did well. Their strength is dwindling, their morale is dropping. So it's now 8 AM on June the 10th. 10 of 13 coming through. I love how the groups sort of, also the different soldiers, the individual soldiers would also then have abilities or other things as well that would sort of then change them. You can see there that we're struggling a little bit with some of our men. That's the support. I'll just turn the support units off. These guys here are fantastic. We've got the bar. What else have we got? They're all getting a bit wounded now. So two more we can bring in. Okay, we'll just bring those in. A sniper into one of those. There as well. Split them up. There we go. That'll do. Fight. This one I'm just going to do because we've only got 10 minutes. So let's now just go and do a final assault with everything. So we'll just go and grab everything. I think we can do this. Okay, guys, get ready. Give that one back. So we don't have too much to capture here. So I'm going to just do something really stupid, which is just sort of pretty much just throw everything away and just sort of see how it goes with us throwing everything into the actual fight without worrying too much about what we've actually got. So let's just go and begin. Just going to pause this. Grab everyone. Hang on, why can't I grab them? Here we go. Just tell them to move, but just do it bit by bit. Move into town. Just see what sort of carnage there is. There won't be that many German forces left anyway. Right, let's just watch what happens. Watch the carnage. Oh, we forgot the first kill. Come on, guys. Keep it. No, we're losing it over there now. You can see there that they're a long way behind us. We should still win it. But we should also lose a few more men. What we have been. I play pretty cautiously with these sort of games usually. This tank will not last, surely. There's got to be some sort of anti-tank gun in the town. There we go. There we go. So it was Grenadiers did the damage. Here comes the next tank. Yeah, well, this group's been wiped out. Yeah, we're losing them here. So rushing doesn't usually work. Just with the next tank to go. Yep, there it goes. So one more tank. Come on, in you come. Your turn. You can see that we're now, like they started about there, so we've just lost heaps and heaps of forces. Okay, Panzer Shrek tried to get hold of this guy. Should still win it though. Around there. There we go, battle complete. We actually did it. So what was it, a 5-minute battle? Actually a 4-minute battle, I think. Just go to debrief. It's funny. Okay, decisive victory, even though we threw a lot away. What did we lose? Lost 28 wounded, 5 soldiers, 2 armour was killed, which isn't good. You don't want to be doing that. Just go next. Yeah, so you can still keep on going. What I'll show is there is a way to change the difficulty. We'll go back. I'll just do a hasty attack. I'll just get it set up. Just go next. Actually, no, that should still be okay. If we just close that one, go back out, click on OK. Settings, here it is. Yeah, so you can change the difficulty settings, and that's I probably should have done that. Made it a little bit more difficult for us, so that the access for maybe veteran units, visibility normal, I guess. See all of his or no, yeah. I would leave that on normal for both sides, I think. Enemy info. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would then work. Full or normal? I guess. Yeah, actually, that's information about the enemy. But yeah, just upping that would have been interesting to sort of try the veterans. And also you can then, of course, change yours as well. Make them into green soldiers. Soldier behaviour, they're both motivated, fearless, cautious. Yeah, that's okay as well. You've got the initiative. Just keep that on normal. Battling. This is cool as well. Like all the different sorts of things that you can do. So after 30 minutes, time has expired. You can turn these victory conditions on or off, or the battle end conditions, I guess, is really what they are. Low cohesion. Yeah, so you can actually really sort of chop and change this to a fair degree as to how things should actually go. I don't know if I think you have to start that before you get going. I don't know if I went to Normandy, yeah, it would remember it in here. Like if I sort of was going into the Bocage, Le Malais, which is that's actually what we just played. Yeah, so I can still actually set it up just to sort of have something a bit difficult. But we're pretty much not going to have time to do anything there. So does anyone have any questions or anything like that, or want to sort of see anything particular about the game before we sort of before we go into it, or like before we sort of finish up? Because we probably won't really. I could just try another one of those. Let's try and see what actually happens. You know, let's not do the grand campaign. Let's go into the Bocage. Let's just do this one using these settings and just see how we go. So close, next. We've still got an advantage here. I'll leave everything exactly as it is. We'll just go to fight. Oh, we've got 4 tanks this time. Let it load in. Only got a couple of minutes, but we'll just see if we can do the same sort of deal. So we'll just go across, find all the troops. Okay, gang, you're attacking through here. Go fast this time. This one should wipe us out. I'll send this to go all the way down to here. There we go. It's finding the best way through. Right, start. It's quite a big map, isn't it? In comparison to the other two that we were playing. Now, fast shouldn't really. They shouldn't stop much for to fight. They should just be sort of like just running and gunning as they go. Oh, there's armor there. Assault gun. Yep, no, that's a Stug. A Stug. And we're facing the rear. Here we go. Being destroyed as we charge across. Move, at least they'll try to fight. Our tanks are still all going. Like they're hasn't slowed them down at all. Ooh, lucky, lucky. It's interesting. This one, these tanks are going across. That bridge must be down or something. They've gone across there to come back across this other side. See, we're being absolutely smashed here. Veteran troops versus our green troops. Time's running out, but I'll just see what happens. Just see what happens. Engineers have been destroyed. Tanks haven't been hit yet, but they're all still moving, doing their thing. A lot of guys yelling, "We're doomed." I think they are doomed. Oh, we got a kill there. We got one of them. So we're sort of breaking our way through here as well. So it must have got bogged or something, I guess. Yeah, look at all the teams panicking. Hang on, just load that up. Yeah, panicking. It's 1 minute in. 1 minute into the actual operation. 3 minutes in now. I think this one's bogged. Yeah, we're gonna get absolutely crushed in this one. Not giving up. Still marching through. That stalk's just sort of been standing in the middle of them all. It's probably the grenadiers do the damage. That'll complete. There we go. Oh, we did it pretty much. Suffered a minor defeat. That's all. Yeah, it's so cool. It's such a cool game. Anyway, guys, I've got to get going. So hope you enjoyed that. I'll catch you all next time. And yeah, so there weren't any actual questions. I think you're going to get shot up in this one. Yes, says Grey Knight. Yeah, no, that was. I just wanted to see what would actually happen. Yeah, so like it's because I'm so meticulous to the way I sort of play it. You know, trying to sort of make sure that I've got the right forces in the right places and things like that. But it is important. Actually, it would be interesting to have, I wish I had started playing with more green troops against more veteran troops. That could have been quite interesting, actually, in those first battles. It was a bit one-sided with the way we sort of had it. Lance was saying, good stream. Thanks for that, guys. And, yep, so Grey Knight saying that's the way that's the way to play is run through the game. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, no, it was good fun. Thanks for joining in. I'll be playing this one again actually on the Slytherin channel in about a week, I think. So I'll up the difficulty and just sort of see how we go. We'll go green versus veteran and see if we can actually sort of do something with that. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.